revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Set, waiting.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. Showing up. Hatchet.
Bang. 32.
Check nine.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the counter, Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ready, waiting.
Mike 54. Bring it. Watch twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Fulgham, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Prescott now. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end, we go 46.
Hey, kill.
Rapid.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
First down, Dallas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go to 54, go to 54. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Shoot. Joker.
Throwing again. Stafford. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's another.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Stay 50.
He's checking crack.
On first and 10, Stafford. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Oh, nice move. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Check. Lucky. Switch.
Middle.
Mike's by four.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, easy.
He's checking. Crash. Undercrush. Under crunch. Back, back, back.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Check it out, please.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 17, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 83 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 50, check 50. Hurry!
Now Stafford. This left side caught by Fulgham. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Got 80. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run. They're running it. Check safety, check safety. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 13, check 13. Hey, hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let them know anything.
Here's Elliott. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go. 25, check 25, check 25, check 3, check 3.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shit. Check 52. Watch the safety.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Switch. Check three.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check. Watch 54. Check. 40 got. Say. He's coming. Double up. Hey. Double up. Under 10. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Out. Look at him.
To throw is Stanford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A third down gain of 19.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
59! Hey, Foxtrot.
55, my God, 55. It's coming this way. Here we go.
On first down, it's Stanford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Blue 60!
Mike 5-4. All day, every day, any day. Hey, alert 3. Rush in.
Out of the gun, Stanford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
27!
Prescott on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
So we're going to 53.
Prescott now from the 50. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
47.
Here's Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be, 38 yards out. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says,
touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 43. Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. What? Check.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 37-yard line.
Here we go, 46. 46.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Prescott. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They run again with Hunt. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs.
Watch the run. Slam.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Darius Slay with a pick. And a return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Stafford now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Check 9, check 9. Shift, watch the shift. Watch that, watch that. Hey, watch the
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Easy. 54 Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want
From the 38, Stafford, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, switch gears. Check 31.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No. Off.
Hey, 22!
He's checking crack.
Hey.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. Crunch.
Omaha, ready to move.
Jam.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
White. Switch. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Go.
They snap it to Stafford. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On 2nd and a couple. Stafford, that's taken in by Callaway. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Stafford gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A big offensive explosion helped lead